Welcome back to Kuma English Listening Hub. Today, we are going on a delicious audio journey. Our topic is street food around the world. Street food is not just about eating. It is also about culture, daily life, and human connection. When you travel to a new country, street food can be one of the best ways to understand local people and traditions. In this episode, we will explore what street food is, why people love it, and some famous examples from different countries. We will also talk about safety, health, and how to be a respectful visitor when you enjoy food on the street. So, relax, maybe grab a snack, and listen carefully. This is great listening practice for your English, and maybe you will feel hungry too. Let's start with a simple question. What is street food? Street food is food or drink that is sold by a vendor, usually from a small stall, cart, truck, or a simple table on the street. People eat it outside, often while standing, walking, or sitting on a small plastic chair. Street food is usually quick to prepare, easy to eat with your hands or simple tools like sticks or plastic forks. Cheaper than food in a restaurant. Popular among local people, not just tourists. In many countries, street food is an important part of everyday life. People buy it on their way to work, after school, or late at night with friends. Some people might think that street food is low quality because it is cheap, but this is not always true. In many places, street food is made with fresh ingredients and a lot of skill. Some street food vendors are experts who have cooked the same dish for many years. Their food can be as delicious as food from an expensive restaurant. Now, let's travel with our imagination and visit different countries through their famous street foods. First stop, Mexico. One of the most famous Mexican street foods is the taco. A taco is a small, soft tortilla, usually made from corn. It is filled with meat, such as beef, pork, or chicken. Sometimes it has fish or vegetables. On top, you can add onion, coriander, salsa, and a squeeze of lime. In Mexico City, you can find taco stands on almost every corner. People go there for a quick lunch or a late-night snack. Vendors cook the meat right in front of you. You can smell the spices, the grilled meat, and the fresh cilantro in the air. Tacos are not just fast food. They are part of Mexican identity. Every region has its own style. For example, tacos al pastor are made with marinated pork, cooked on a vertical spit, a bit similar to Turkish kebab. This style actually has historical roots in Lebanese immigration to Mexico. So, even one simple street food can have a long international story. Next, we fly across the world to Japan. In Japan, there are many types of street food, especially during festivals. One popular example is takoyaki. Takoyaki are small round balls made from a light batter. Inside each ball, there is a piece of octopus, some spring onion, and pickled ginger. The vendor cooks them on a special hot plate with many round holes. They turn the balls quickly with little sticks, so they become crispy on the outside and soft inside. When they are ready, the vendor puts them in a tray and covers them with sauce, mayonnaise, and dried fish flakes that move in the heat. They look almost alive. Takoyaki is fun to watch and to eat, but be careful. They are extremely hot at first. Many people burn their mouths because they are too excited to wait. Street food in Japan is often connected with festivals called matsuri. During these events, streets are full of food, stalls, games, and music. So the food is part of a bigger cultural experience. Now, let's visit Thailand. Bangkok, the capital of Thailand, is famous around the world for its street food. Some people even call it the street food capital of the world. You can find many dishes, but one of the most famous is pad thai. Pad thai is a stir-fried noodle dish. It usually contains rice noodles, egg, tofu or shrimp, bean sprouts, and peanuts. It is often cooked in a large hot pan right on the street. The vendor adds different sauces like fish sauce and tamarind to create a balance of sweet, sour, and salty flavors. At the end, you can add lime, chili, and extra peanuts to match your own taste. Eating pad thai on a small plastic stool, watching traffic and people pass by, is a typical Bangkok experience. Another popular Thai street food is mango sticky rice. This dessert is made from sweet, sticky rice, fresh mango slices, and coconut milk. It is simple, but the combination is amazing. Our next destination is the Middle East. In many Middle Eastern countries, such as Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, and others, you can find falafel and shawarma. Falafel is made from ground chickpeas or fava beans mixed with herbs and spices. The mixture is shaped into small balls or patties and then deep fried until crunchy. Falafel is usually served in pita bread with salad, pickles, and tahini sauce. Shawarma is thinly sliced meat, usually chicken or lamb, cooked on a vertical rotating spit. The meat is shaved off and placed in flatbread with vegetables and sauce. These foods are fast, tasty, and filling. Many local people eat them for lunch or as a snack on the way home. In this region, street food is often connected to family businesses. A small falafel shop may be run by the same family for several generations. People in the neighborhood know each other, and the food stand becomes a social place as well as a place to eat. Now let's move to India. India has an enormous variety of street foods, and they can be very different from one region to another. One popular Indian street food is chaat. Chaat is not just one dish, but a group of snacks with strong flavors. They usually include fried dough, potatoes, chickpeas, yogurt, spices, and different sauces. The taste is a mix of sweet, sour, spicy, and salty. For example, pani puri is a type of chaat. It is made of small, hollow, crispy balls. The vendor makes a hole in each ball, fills it with potato, chickpeas, and spicy water, then gives it to you to eat in one bite. Eating pani puri is almost like a game. You stand by the stall and the vendor keeps giving you one ball after another very fast. Your mouth is full of surprise with every bite. Street food in India is very social. People often eat it with friends, standing together, talking and laughing, while cars, motorcycles, and rickshaws pass by. Next, let's stop in Europe and visit Italy. Italy is famous for pizza and pasta, but it also has many street foods. In some cities, you can find pizza al taglio, which means pizza by the slice. This pizza is baked in large rectangular trays. You choose how big a piece you want, and the vendor cuts it and sells it by weight. People often eat it while walking through old streets or sitting in a small square. In the south of Italy, you can find arancini, which are fried rice balls. They are usually filled with cheese, meat, or vegetables. The outer part is crispy, and the inside is soft and rich. Another example is gelato, Italian ice cream. You can buy it from small shops and walk around while you eat. Some people might not think of ice cream as street food, but in many Italian cities, it definitely feels like part of street life. Our last food destination for today is the United States. In many American cities, food trucks are very popular. A food truck is a large vehicle that is designed to cook and sell food. Food trucks can serve many kinds of dishes, from simple hot dogs and burgers to Korean tacos, gourmet sandwiches, or vegan bowls. Cities like Los Angeles, New York, and Portland have strong food truck cultures. At lunchtime, you can see office workers standing in line at their favorite truck. Sometimes, there are even food truck parks, where many trucks gather in one place. People can try different foods while enjoying music and a relaxed atmosphere. Food trucks show how street food can be creative and modern. Many young chefs use them to start their careers because opening a restaurant is much more expensive. Now that we have visited many places, let's think about why street food is so popular around the world. First, street food is convenient. It is fast and usually affordable. People with busy lives can eat on the go without spending too much money. Second, street food is social. At a street stall, you are close to other customers and the vendor. You can watch how the food is made and even talk with the cook. This creates a friendly and open atmosphere. Third, street food is cultural. Traditional recipes are often passed down through families. Taste, smell, and cooking style can all tell a story about a place. When you eat street food in another country, you are not just filling your stomach. You are also experiencing local history and habits. Finally, street food can be creative. Chefs and vendors often experiment with new combinations. For example, you might find fusion foods like sushi burritos or Korean style tacos. However, there are also some concerns and challenges connected with street food. One common concern is food safety and hygiene. Some people worry that street food is not clean. This can be true in some cases, but it is not always true. When you choose street food, it is smart to follow a few simple rules. Look at how clean the stall and cooking area are. Notice if the vendor uses gloves or tools and keeps raw and cooked food separate. Check if the food is cooked fresh and served hot. See if many local people are eating there. A busy stall usually means the food is good and fresh. Another challenge is health. Street food is often fried, salty, or high in calories. It tastes amazing, but if you eat it every day, it may not be good for your body. To enjoy street food in a healthier way, you can. Share dishes with a friend, so you do not eat too much. Choose grilled or steamed options instead of fried ones when possible. Balance your diet with fruits and vegetables at other meals. There is also the issue of regulation. In some cities, governments try to control or limit street food. They may worry about traffic, garbage, or competition with restaurants. On the other hand, many people argue that street food is important for local culture and for small business owners. Some cities are trying to find a balance by creating special zones for street food or by giving clear rules and licenses to vendors. If you travel abroad and want to try street food, here are some tips to be a respectful and smart visitor. First, do a little research. Before you travel, you can watch videos or read articles about typical street foods in that country. Learn the names of a few dishes and how they are usually eaten. Second, observe local people. When you arrive, look around and see where local people eat. Try to copy their behavior. For example, if everyone is standing, it might be strange to search for a table. If people pay first and then receive food, you should do the same. Third, try to learn a few phrases in the local language. Simple words like hello, please, thank you, and the names of dishes can make your experience much richer. Vendors often appreciate it when visitors make an effort. Fourth, be patient and polite. Street food stalls can be very busy. Sometimes the vendor is working fast under a lot of pressure. A friendly smile and a simple thank you can make a big difference. Finally, be open-minded. Some dishes may look unusual to you. Instead of judging quickly, try to understand why local people like them. You do not have to eat everything, but trying new tastes can change your view of the world. Street food shows us that food is more than fuel. It is a way to connect with others, to share tradition, and to enjoy simple moments in daily life. Whether it is tacos in Mexico, takoyaki in Japan, pad thai in Thailand, falafel in the Middle East, chaat in India, pizza in Italy, or food trucks in the United States, each dish carries a story. For you as an English learner, street food can also be a great topic to talk about. You can describe flavors, textures, smells, and experiences. This helps you practice adjectives, past tense, and comparative forms. For example, you can say, the noodles were spicier than I expected, or the sauce was sweet but also a little sour. You can also practice giving opinions. In my opinion, street food is better than fast food restaurants because it is fresher and more interesting. You can even compare your own country's street food to others. What do people eat on the street where you live? When do they eat it? How much does it cost? These are all great questions for conversation. As we finish today's episode, take a moment to think about your own favorite street food. What is it? Where do you buy it? Who do you usually eat it with? Later, you can try to describe it in English using as many details as possible. Talk about the colors, the smell, the taste, the sound of the cooking, and the feeling of the place. This will not only make you hungry, but it will also help you improve your English in a fun and real way. Thank you for listening to Kuma English Listening Hub. If you enjoyed traveling through street food today, come back for more episodes about culture, travel, and everyday life. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and maybe enjoy a tasty snack after this episode.